We got a great celebration put together tonight. It's called a Positive Impact Celebration, and we're celebrating coaches, student athletes, and community leaders who all come together and are making youth sports a great place here in Chicago. Positive Coaching Alliance is a national nonprofit dedicated to providing a positive, character-building youth sports experience for kids everywhere to enjoy.
Sports changed my life, really, and I just feel like PCA is making a positive influence on the lives of the student athletes, the lives of the coach, the lives of the family. And I think sports to me is what's brought me character, and it's taught me leadership.
A lot of the influences on my life were my coaches. Sport obviously was important to me. It really has taken me all over the world, literally. And so I know that the impact that coaches have on our lives is important. And the fundamentals and the principles and values that Positive Coaching Alliance preaches is important.
My high school coach, Derek Calhoun from Morgan Park High School, really was a positive influence in my life. He taught us how to be determined, how to set ambitious goals and really have the confidence to execute. I think that carried on for me well into the rest of my track and field career, as well as bobsled in life.
We're very proud to have him on our board of directors. Please welcome Mr. Nelson Rodriguez. Please say hello to Curtis Granderson.
Thrilled to be here at this amazing venue and want to just take a moment to welcome everyone. This is PCA's 10th annual Positive Impact Award ceremony, and what a great crowd and incredible setting.
I think it's an awesome organization. From the time I started coaching and really became serious as a coach, PCA has put out a lot of documentation, information, ways to better reach kids and best practices. And so, prior to all of this, many years of just trying to better myself as a coach through the information that Positive Coaching Alliance has put out has been a tremendous help for me. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for this year's recipient of the Triple Impact Executive Leadership Award, Mr. Arnie Duncan.
Observing and doing a little coaching of my son's teams and going to high school games, I'll just say that there's a great need for the Positive Coaching Alliance. And having you guys continue to train and to get coaches thinking about the big picture, I think these opportunities can be really positive and productive for kids and constructive, or they can be pretty negative or pretty destructive, and I see both ends of that spectrum. So the need for the kind of training that this organization is doing, that's actually why I'm here tonight, because I see the need.
I think sometimes the goals of parents and coaches are misaligned for whatever reason. The coaches are looking at the competition out on the field through one prism, and the parents are looking at it through an entirely different one. And to me, as I watch as a parent, I say, we need to align these goals. And so in your opinion, watching your kids, How do you get everyone kind of reading from the same playbook?
I think too often parents are hoping for or living for dreams for their kids that aren't realistic either. And it's all about the next step or the whatever. And and I understand sports can be the ticket out, but it can't be the only ticket. And so I don't know I guess the question is, who's the truth teller in those conversations, in those meetings, but just trying to have very honest conversations. Those are the three right legs of the stool: the coach, the parent, and the student athlete. What are realistic goals, and what are we trying to do here? And then it's one thing to talk, you do that, and then I watch coaches coach on the sidelines, and I watch parents, parent from the sidelines, and they lose their minds. And so how do you have a little bit of discipline as adults to let kids be kids and just have some fun?
What should we tell our coaches that our kids are trying to get out of youth sports, from your point of view, as someone who used sports as a vehicle?
So again, just the role models of the coaches you had here tonight were fantastic. I think some of the things we talked about earlier, but just being very overt and honest and explicit about that the goal here is to grow as a person. The goal here is to become a great teammate. The goal here is to have some fun. The goal here is to work hard. The goal here is actually to fail. I think that's just a willingness to fail and to stretch yourself and to learn from that and pick yourself up and keep going. Having those kinds of very honest conversations with parents and student athletes, I think at least start to set a foundation for here are the rules and here are the goals, and the end of the season and the end of the year, we can fairly evaluate, did we make progress in those things. And the irony, obviously, is if you do those things well, I promise you the wins will follow. These things aren't in conflict. That stuff creates a climate in which actual success on the playing field, the court, or whatever is actually, I believe, much, much higher.